Grow like a pro with these 6 powerful homemade organic fertilizers every gardener should know. If you're looking to grow healthier plants, build richer soil, and reduce waste all at once, you're in the right place. Here at Soil and Crop Central, we believe every gardener has the power to transform their backyard into a thriving ecosystem, without relying on expensive synthetic fertilizers. Nature already provides everything your plants need, and today we're diving into 6 incredibly effective organic fertilizers you can make right at home. These are not just DIY tricks, they're grounded in solid soil science and time-tested gardening practices. Whether you're growing in containers, raised beds, or open ground, the right natural nutrients can dramatically increase your garden's vitality, resilience, and productivity. Let's get straight into how you can turn everyday materials into powerful plant food. Molasses gives soil microbes a sugary feast. Molasses might be something you associate with baking, but in your garden, it plays a much sweeter role, feeding the hard-working microorganisms that keep your soil alive. This thick, dark byproduct of sugar production is packed with essential minerals like calcium, iron, magnesium, and potassium, which directly support soil structure and fertility. But the real magic of molasses lies in its ability to energize your soil's microbial population. Soil microbes, especially beneficial bacteria and fungi, play a critical role in breaking down organic matter and making nutrients available to your plants. By giving them a quick hit of natural sugars, molasses helps these organisms multiply and thrive. The result is a more active, nutrient-dense soil system that encourages strong root growth and healthier plants above the surface. To make a molasses-based liquid fertilizer, simply mix 1 tablespoon of unsulfured molasses into a gallon of water. This can be applied as a regular soil drench or used as a foliar spray. Foliar feeding delivers nutrients directly to plant leaves while also acting as a mild deterrent against some pests, thanks to the sticky texture. Another hidden benefit of molasses is its water-holding capacity. The viscosity helps retain moisture in the soil, which is a game-changer during long dry spells or summer heat waves. Used correctly, molasses doesn't just boost nutrient cycling, it also keeps your garden hydrated and balanced. Just remember, not to overdo it. High sugar content can promote fungal growth if used excessively, so stick to monthly applications and always dilute properly. Few things are as traditional and as effective as well-composted manure. Used for thousands of years, animal manure remains one of the most complete and balanced organic fertilizers you can add to your garden. Whether you're using cow, horse, chicken, or rabbit manure, the benefits are largely the same. A rich, slow-release blend of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. These macronutrients are essential for plant growth, flower and fruit production, and root development. But manure offers more than just NPK. It also introduces organic matter, improving soil structure, water retention, and microbial diversity. The key to using manure safely is composting. Fresh manure can be too hot, meaning it contains high levels of ammonia and pathogenic microbes that may harm plants. Composting transforms it into a stable, safe, and nutrient-rich soil amendment. To do this, mix fresh manure with carbon-rich materials like straw, dried leaves, or shredded paper. The ideal ratio is about 2 parts dry matter to 1 part manure. Pile this mixture in a well-ventilated area and turn it every few weeks. Depending on temperature and moisture, the composting process can take anywhere from 3 to 6 months. You'll know it's ready when it's dark, crumbly, and smells earthy rather than sour. Once matured, manure compost can be added to planting beds, mixed into potting soil, or spread as mulch around your crops. It's particularly effective when used before the growing season begins, as it conditions the soil and supports robust early root development. Manure compost also buffers soil pH and promotes long-term soil fertility, making it a sustainable tool for gardeners who want more than just short-term results. Fermented nettle tea packs a nutritional punch. Often overlooked and sometimes mistaken for a weed, nettle is one of the most nutrient-dense plants you can harvest and ferment into a homemade fertilizer. Rich in nitrogen, iron, magnesium, calcium, and trace minerals, nettles have natural growth-promoting properties that make them ideal for stimulating leafy growth and building plant immunity. Fermenting nettles into a liquid fertilizer not only preserves these nutrients, but also increases their availability for your plants. Start by harvesting about 1 kilogram of young, pre-flowering nettles. Wearing gloves is essential, as fresh nettles can sting. Chop them coarsely and place them in a plastic or wooden container, never metal, which can react with the fermentation. Add about 10 liters of rainwater or dechlorinated tap water. Cover the container with a breathable fabric to keep out insects while allowing airflow. Stir the mixture daily to oxygenate and help break down the plant material. After 1 to 2 weeks, the fermentation process will complete. You'll notice the bubbling stops and the liquid turns dark. Yes, the smell is pungent. That's how you know it's working. To use, dilute the liquid fertilizer at a ratio of 1 to 10 and apply it directly to the soil around your plants or as a foliar spray. This tea acts as both a fertilizer and a natural pest deterrent, especially against soft-bodied insects like aphids. Nettle tea also supports microbial biodiversity in the soil, which improves long-term fertility. And the best part? Nettles grow wild in many regions, meaning this fertilizer could cost you nothing but time and a little effort. It's a great example of how a so-called weed can become a key ally in your organic gardening toolkit. Used coffee grounds recycle nutrients and boost compost. Every morning cup of coffee can give your garden a little boost if you save the grounds. Used coffee grounds are high in nitrogen, a macronutrient essential for healthy leaf and stem growth. They also contain calcium, magnesium, and potassium, which contribute to overall plant health and disease resistance. But the benefits of coffee grounds extend beyond direct nutrient contribution. One of the simplest ways to use coffee grounds is to sprinkle a thin layer directly onto your soil. This acts as a gentle mulch that retains moisture, regulates temperature, and adds organic matter as it breaks down. Just be careful not to apply it too thickly, as dense layers can compact and block water and air from reaching the roots. Coffee grounds also shine in compost. They're considered a green component due to their nitrogen content, and they balance well with brown materials like dry leaves, cardboard, or straw. Adding them to your compost pile helps accelerate decomposition and creates a richer, more balanced humus. Another surprising benefit is their role in pest management. Coffee grounds have been shown to deter slugs and snails when sprinkled around the base of plants. And if you're a worm composter, know that worms love coffee grounds, making them an ideal addition to your vermicomposting system. Just remember that coffee grounds are mildly acidic, so monitor your soil's pH if you're applying them regularly. Used in moderation, coffee grounds offer an easy, sustainable way to recycle kitchen waste into garden vitality. Bone meal strengthens roots and powers blooms. Bone meal is a powerhouse for gardeners who want to encourage flowering and build strong, resilient root systems. Made from steamed and ground animal bones, this organic fertilizer is particularly rich in phosphorus and calcium, two nutrients essential for photosynthesis, energy transfer, and cell wall development in plants. If you're growing root vegetables, flowering annuals, or fruiting crops like tomatoes and peppers, bone meal can make a noticeable difference. To apply bone meal, simply sprinkle it around the base of your plants or work it into the top layer of soil. It's especially useful when preparing beds before planting or transplanting. Because it's a slow-release fertilizer, bone meal provides consistent nutrients over time without the spikes and crashes common with synthetic products. A typical application might be 1 to 2 tablespoons per plant or about 1 cup per square meter. Once applied, water the area well to help activate the nutrients. Calcium plays a critical role in preventing blossom end rot in crops like tomatoes and squash, while phosphorus supports early root development and flower formation. Bone meal also helps buffer soil acidity, making it a helpful amendment in slightly acidic soils. However, it should be used with care in gardens where soil pH is already high. Overuse can raise pH levels and interfere with nutrient uptake. Despite this, bone meal remains one of the most effective ways to support long-term plant health, especially during key growth and flowering phases. If you're seeking reliable blooms and hearty harvests, this fertilizer deserves a spot in your soil care routine. Compost is the foundation of healthy organic gardening. No discussion of organic fertilizers would be complete without compost. It's the backbone of sustainable gardening, a rich, crumbly, biologically active material made from decomposed kitchen and yard waste. Compost improves soil texture, boosts water retention, increases nutrient availability, and supports a thriving microbial ecosystem. It's not just a fertilizer, it's a soil rebuilder. To get started with composting, you only need 3 ingredients: organic matter, air, and moisture. Combine green materials like fruit peels, veggie scraps, and grass clippings with brown materials such as dried leaves, straw, and cardboard. Aim for a ratio of about 2 parts brown to 1 part green. Turn the pile every week or two to keep it aerated and promote even decomposition. Within a few months, depending on climate and management, you'll have dark, earthy compost ready to feed your garden. Compost can be used in nearly every part of your garden. Mix it into planting holes, spread it as mulch, or blend it into potting mixes. It not only provides slow-release nutrients, but also enhances the soil's ability to hold moisture and resist erosion. Compost supports a living soil, full of beneficial fungi, bacteria, and other organisms that break down nutrients and protect against disease. It reduces the need for synthetic inputs and helps close the loop on food and garden waste. If you're looking for a single action to make your garden more productive, composting is it. Every gardener wants healthier soil and more productive plants, and these 6 homemade organic fertilizers offer exactly that. From molasses and manure to nettles, coffee grounds, bone meal, and compost, each one offers unique advantages and can be adapted to your garden's specific needs. These methods don't just nourish plants, they help build a more sustainable garden ecosystem from the ground up. By using what you already have and investing a little time, you reduce waste, improve soil health, and promote long-term resilience in your garden. These natural fertilizers aren't just alternatives, they're often superior to store-bought chemical options in terms of both performance and environmental impact. If this guide helped you or sparked a new idea for your garden, make sure to subscribe to Soil and Crop Central for more in-depth, science-backed gardening wisdom, and don't forget to share this with fellow growers who are ready to take their gardens to the next level, naturally. Let's keep growing, learning, and nurturing the soil that feeds us all.